Alright. Welcome back to Starfield Unity New Game Plus Level 10, Episode 90. And we're checking out the update and the free mission they put in. The perfect recipe, free creation. I guess it's a free mission in creation kit. So without any further ado, let's go live. I accidentally started writing Starfield in the title where it should have gone with the category. Okay. I can see that. So, let's see. Let's go to creations. And then we have the perfect recipe. And it's you can find a story at Sinclair's books in I forgot how to pronounce the city name. It's been a while. There's been so much concentration on Dragon Age. I'm trying to remember all the pronunciations for this. Aquila City, there we go. One tells of a promising chef who had his life derailed by the colony wars. Now, decades later, he ponders the road not taken. And also, they drop a new vehicle. What is this one called? The Demog? So I wanted to show it off right here. Did a good red, white, and black colors on it. It's from Deimos, so they kind of have vehicles for each of the ship house or ship foundries. Because the first one I think was Nova. This one's Deimos, the Demog. That's gonna be cool. Can't wait to see the other ones they come up with. Whoa, Andrea. Oh, this has a rocket launcher. That was quick on the launch. 10, 20, looks like we can fire 10 rockets at a time. And of course, I've been at it, making a new ship. This wasn't inspired by the... What was it called? Go in photo mode real quick. I have my notes open to the page. There goes the Crusader Intrepid from Star Citizen. I try my best to do a asymmetrical ship. I don't do... I think I've done one before, but I never posted it. I usually stay symmetrical. This is asymmetrical. Since the cockpit and all that's leaning on the left, I think I did pretty good. I forgot to jump. Oh, man. Hopefully it's a fetch quest or dealing with creatures and get stuff to make food. That's my guess with this becoming a chef quest. I don't think I've ever seen this picture in the loading screen yet. Oh man, I was trying to press A to jump and dodge like in Dragon Age. Should have played a little longer for a warm up, but I just lost myself in just doing those final details on the ship, man. I open ship builder and I lose about 2-3 hours of the day every day, man. I hope you guys are the same. Alright, load me in. So we gotta go to the bookstore. Do we have a mission for it? It's an activity, I know that. You know, we know we have to check out a book in the bookstore. We'll just head there. Hopefully the mission swaps out. Hopefully we get a chance to use that ding morgue. Alright. My NPCs lost their outfits again.
Mr. Tate, as a realtor, has been trying to organize something with the
Well, new update. Update all the... Who's Mr. Tate? I don't think that's the mission we want. Gar said that Mr. Tate has been trying to help the people of the stretch. Let's see. Where's the bookstore? I don't think we discovered it yet. Maybe I should have done a hard reset, or not hard reset, like close the game down and reset the Xbox. Because we did download the mods, and I didn't do that step just to refresh and clear the cache.
If you break one or more legs, I am not carrying you.
Yes, you are.
Hopefully, you're not some usage world.
Just past the bookstore. Oh yeah. Let's go to first person. I think there's a book on this. I'll let you guys pause if you guys want to read it. Since it became an activity. I didn't know you actually hold down that button, it actually takes you to the surface map. Return the book to its owner. Hopefully he has an outfit on.
Harb, I need you to come fix my faucet. It's been leaking for 2 days, and it's driving me nuts.
All right, I'll be there as soon as I'm finished here.
But it's leaking now. I need you to come now.
Do you have cotton in your ears? I said I'd be there when.
Whatever, Harb. If you're gonna get all pissy about it, I'll find someone else.
damn machine. It's not usually this cranky.
Hey, you can take care of your machines, they'll take care of you.
Crankshaft. Or worse, a screw.
There's always a missing screw, man. I swear, every freaking time. Oh, that's true. We all have our days, and sometimes you're the hammer, and most of the time you're the nail.
Lately, I've been nothing but nails. Life of the handyman, I guess. Wait, hold on. I think I got it. Let me just tighten this bolt here and... There. Good as new. And my apologies to you for being so irritable.
You're fine, I didn't even notice.
Thank you. It's just hard not to complain when you have to deal with so much and have so little time. Oh, I must sound so ungrateful. I know I'm lucky to even have work. Let me stop with the complaining and offer you a drink instead. I have some coffee and tea at my workshop, if you'd like some. Coffee it is. Hope you like it black. I don't have any cream or sugar. Come, this way. Apologies in advance for the mess. I swear, it was like that when I got here.
Let's see what kind of mess they
I
got.
have
My humble abode.
things I wish to discuss with you.
Okay,
When you
Andrea.
have
I have a bed, but I do have a kettle. Baby steps. Anyway, one coffee coming right up. Here you are. Courtesy of House Harbajan. It's the least I can do for being so cranky. Ah, right.
Cranky
To
ass
be fair,
customers.
most of them are civil. Some are even my friends. But there are a few that really grind the gears. Oh, it's not that I don't enjoy being a handyman. It's just... I've been thinking about my life a lot lately. And whether I've made the right decisions. What if I went right instead of left, that sort of thing. Where would I be now?
Sometimes you have the benefit of doing both. Well, instead of left, you'd be right. You'd be in the same place you are now. Left, right, you're too insignificant for it matters. I want to see what it does with the Starborn one.
Oh, so you're a time traveler. I hope you're the kind that gets to take your clothes. Anyway, I appreciate you coming here and listening to me vent. If you've got questions for me, I'll do my best to answer them.
Yeah, my arm is loose. God damn it. Found something that might belong to you. Do you really live here? Where do you sleep? You haven't... Why haven't you made more of the effort to clean? Got your book.
I forgot I left it there. But if I'm being frank, I'd sooner just throw it in the trash.
Why? It's a good book. To be fair, it's a terrible book. I saw a harsh reaction given how kind the descriptions is to you.
That's because you don't know the subtext. Ocean wrote that inscription as if she were my friend. In reality, we were more like rivals. You might read what she wrote and think it a kindness. But to me, it's petty. So I left it behind. But, like a bad habit, it keeps coming back to me.
You're the one who sounds petty here. It must be hard not to compare your life to hers. Being rich and famous isn't all it cracked up to be. You have a good life here. Are you sure? I don't know how to pronounce that name. Ocean meant it that way? Ocean?
I know. It's just I can't help wondering, what if? I was 18 when the colony war started, with everyone off to fight. There was so much to do around here, and people needed help. Cooking fancy meals and becoming a chef just didn't matter anymore. But ever since I got that book, I've been wondering if I've made a mistake. And if so, maybe it's not too late. Maybe
It's never too late to chase your ambitions and dreams. Well, that's good. Never too late to change. If you want to be a chef, be a chef. I wonder if they have good programs over there on ice.
You know what? You're right. I'm not that long in the tooth. I can still make a change. Okay. I've made up my mind. I need to gather some friends and cook a meal. A vindaloo. If it's good and my skills haven't eroded, I'm going to pursue this. But to pull this off, I'm going to need some help. With the ingredients and the guests.
Be willing to help. I don't have time for this. Alright, let's help.
Thank you.
All we got
We'll
is
need
time.
3 things. Vinegar and spices for the vindaloo, drinks, and meat. And as it happens, I know 3 people who can help us. They just happen to be customers of mine.
Where do we get the meat?
The meat should be fresh. I don't necessarily trust the vendors. I think we should bring in a hunter. Try talking to Shonda Harbison. You'll usually find her at the hitching post. She's kind of a living legend around these parts. They call her Granny Oakley for a reason.
Granny Oakley. Vinegar and spices.
I
Point me
can
to
talk
the
to the
direction.
kings of the produce and spices. They're on the farms here. But the vinegar has to be special ordered. I'd talk to Javier Mejia. He's a trader who sells a lot of off-world items to the local farmers. Palm vinegar being one of them. And a vindaloo has to have vinegar. It's in the name. Typically, wine doesn't pair well with curry, but if we keep the spice subtle, I think it can work. Red wine is probably what we need. Back on Sol, they used to make it with that, before switching to vinegar. Talk to Anandita Devi. She's a food critic, and grew up on Indian food, so she'll make for the perfect guest. She's usually over at the Stonewood Inn. It's hard to explain. Being a chef was a dream of mine, yes. But it was also a dream from 20 years ago. So much has changed since then. I'm not sure if it's regret, envy, or nostalgia that drives me now. But ever since I read that inscription, it's awoken something inside me. Maybe I simply want to answer that age-old question, what if? What if
What
I
if
had trained
indeed?
to be a chef like Ocean? Where would I be now?
Like customers, not friends.
Friends can try to spare your feelings. Customers tell you exactly what's on their mind. Sometimes with expletives.
Oh, that sounds fun.
Goodbye.
Looks like he literally carved out the hole in the wall. Oh,
We need to be smarter.
holy frame drops. Holy snap.
If you are free soon, could we talk?
Excuse me?
So,
Are you my blind date? Well, if you are, you are terribly late. I don't think this bodes well for the rest of our relationship. In
Nope.
fact, judging by your attire, you'll be lucky to survive the next 5 minutes.
Neon? They're barely a part of the Freestar Collective.
I was afraid you'd say that. I had an inkling this person my sister described was too good to be true. And now this confirms it. Well, since you are here, you might as well have a drink with me and tell me who you are.
but it could be so much fun. They say everything's...
Harbijan sent you. In that case, of course I'll attend. On one condition. You sit here and take my date's place.
As long as it's not romantic, sure, I'll be your date. Sorry, you're not my type.
Oh, you're no fun. Why set the rules before we even know the game? But fine, aromantic it is. Now, if you don't mind taking a seat here, we can have a little fun. Go on, sit. Step into my park.
We got a lot of bars in the city, all class joints.
I've already started with the drinks. Would you like a wine or a beer?
Let's do beer.
Then you'll want to try this. It's Solomon's Reserve, a local brew. Whatever taste old Solomon Coe had, he didn't put it in his town. Let's hope his beer avoided that fate. Now, tell
I guess
me
she
about
must be a
yourself.
food sommelier.
Are you from around here or just visiting?
Keela's my home. Not from around here. No. What about you? Where you from?
So you're visiting. Lucky you. Can't imagine what it's like to be one of these poor souls who calls this mud pit home.
Damn, snooty.
That aside, you can live just about anywhere these days. It's more important to have the income to move about. What about a job? What do you do for a living?
I'm a space pirate. Alright, let's see. We can do with Constellation, right? Using injury or industries, wet work. United Colonies, I'm the Vanguard Captain, Crimson Fleet. Let's do the Constellation one.
Oh, so you're unemployed. You're lucky this isn't an actual date, or I'd be walking out the door. Granted,
Should've
I
gone
am
with
rich,
pirates.
so what you do for a living isn't really important. What matters more is that we have similar beliefs and politics. On that note, what's your religious background? I like to think of myself as a spiritual tourist. I read horoscopes, believe in karma, but only because reality tends to be boring.
Well, I don't know what this one, but it sounds like it could be creative.
I think of that as a positive. Religious people take themselves too seriously. Loosen up, have a little fun, please. Well, that's fine for the appetizers. Now, for the main course. Romantic history, past relationships, jilted ex-lovers. I want to hear all about it.
There's a long history. I don't know if we have time for that. My love life is pretty boring. Let's see, you first. Anything interesting about your past relationships?
None of them could really keep up with me, I'm afraid. When I travel the galaxy, I don't slow down for anyone. Well, is this not how dates are done? Don't we want to get as much information as quickly as possible?
Well, it depends on the person.
Okay. Was that enough time? I think it was. But you're evading the question. Your past relationships. Tell me about them.
Alright, let's do the long history one and see what that says.
Ooh, if that's the case, I may need to ask for your medical records, just in case. Well, you've managed to keep my interest so far. Usually I get dreadfully bored by the appetizers. I almost never make it a dessert.
I love some dessert if you're assuming about talking about food.
No, I'm not. In any case, I've enjoyed our little chat. Thank you for playing along. And if I can be real with you for a second, I really appreciate you doing this for me. I know this wasn't an actual date, but being stood up is an absolutely miserable experience. Meeting you made it tolerable.
Glad I could help. It was exhausting. I'm glad it's over. Whoever stewed you up is their loss.
That's a fact. Here's the wine as promised. The earthy tones of the malbec will balance the pepper and complement the spices. Should pair well with the vindaloo. I'll do my best to make it Harbajan's party. And if you have any other questions, feel free to ask them. I'm an open book.
I gotta look up what the vindaloo. It sounds good.
Yes?
Okay, we got the wine. What's left? Spices, vinegar, and meat.
If you have the time, I wish to speak to you.
I think we need to talk to Javier over there. What a name they had to choose.
If you're here about the blood stain, I'll get to it when I get to it.
Coma? How do you even find this?
What blood stain? That probably gonna lead off to something else.
Things are always rough here in the stretch. You just want to live.
Alright, Mr. Mejia, I need to talk to you.
What do you want? Can't you go bother somebody else?
No, I need some palm vinegar and some spices. No, I want to bother you and you alone. I'm sorry, I'm here on behalf of Harbarahan Vilash.
Harb? Well then, that's different. What does he want?
He wants you to get him some palm vinegar for his vindaloo.
Well, I haven't made a run to Paradiso in weeks, so I've only got one bottle left. If it's for Harb, maybe I'll make an exception. How about this? I'll give you the vinegar and whatever spices you need. But you gotta do a favor for me.
I'm listening.
Cool. Job isn't hard, but it'll take some finesse. So, a couple nights ago, security confiscated my goods. They accused me of smuggling contraband. Before they brought me in, though, I stashed something important in the porta potty behind Aggie's. Only problem is, I left the key to the box in the cell.
I have to ask, what's in the stash?
It's nothing illegal, I promise. Just get the key and bring it back here.
Alright, I'll get the key for you.
The guards usually leave empty cells open, so just walk in, grab it, and bring it back to me.
Aye, Javi. What did you get yourself into?
Hey there.
Oh, she's getting leggy. Oh, that's the wrong quest marker.
You do not want to go outside.
Well, looks like we gotta go to the prison. I believe it's here in the rock, right? To tell you the truth, I don't even think I've ever been in the prison in Aquila City
If you
before.
are free soon, could we talk? You need something, dearest?
Yeah, I need to find the prison. I don't think this is no rock. Kinda wish it was had a waypoint to go to the prison if you haven't been there before. Okay, it's near the close to the wall. I just got to turn around with the things. Let's see. Got the key.
Junkie out here better stick.
Man, why did they have to call him a junkie? He looks like a kind fellow.
Nobody's allowed outside the city walls after nightfall.
Oh, it's baby formula. They're gonna make him look like a monster.
I didn't ask you to do that. Your job was to get the key.
My bad.
Whatever, it looks like it's all here. Deal's a deal. You can give this to Hart. It's pretty good stuff, so he has no excuses. And tell him I'm interested in seeing what he cooks up. Not what you thought it was it?
Exactly what I thought. Baby formula for you.
Yeah, I probably have the worried father look all over my face, huh? My girlfriend's father works in 3-star security. Given my rap sheet, safe to say he doesn't approve of our relationship. If he saw the formula, it wouldn't take a detective to put 2 and 2 together. Knowing him, the first thing he'd do is lock me up. We were both staying at the Low House. She was 2 months pregnant at the time and just got out of a rough situation with her ex. I had just gotten clean. We talked about our problems, hopes, our dreams, all the way until the sun came up. Then we went to Aggie's for breakfast. Best meal of my life. You know, sometimes something just feels right from the get-go. Like it all just clicks. It was me and Sadie. It's not that simple. He's busted me on a few occasions. And her ex, he's a member of the guard.
Ooh.
In his eyes, I'm not only a junkie, but I'm a homewrecker too. Meanwhile, her ex can do no wrong, even though he's done plenty. I'm not real handy, and Harb's always helped me out when I needed it. I guess you could say I owe him one. Don't tell anyone about our business.
I'll take it easy. I gotta see old Granny Oakley now.
You're welcome to just hang out if you want. Some come here to drink, others for the company. Everyone's
Bank robberies, Ashton. Haven't had a quiet day in a month of Mondays. But if you ask me, a little noise ain't a bad thing.
Agree. It's boring otherwise. Doesn't seem like one thing after another. Hardly even noise. It's just another weekday.
You're exactly right. Young folks around here might not be used to it being peacetime and all, but we've seen worse. In Aquila, there's always something, but it's all good fun if you ask me. Now, the Colony War, that was bad as all get out. But we're past that now. Anyway, I don't want to talk your ear off, seeing as we just met.
No,
Tell
feel
me
free to
what's
talk my
on
ear
your
off. A lot of people do. Let's see. Harp thinks you can help him find some meat for the meal he's cooking.
Andy Harvey said that? Well, he told you no lies. I know where all the best game is. In fact, I'm hunting a big one right now. You want to come with?
Hell yeah.
Then let's go get it.
Alright. We need some food. What items do we pick up? Wine, vinegar. Huh, that's cool. They put the vinegar in the canteen. Be careful not to eat it. She gonna lead the way?
Let's go hunt this thing. Be seeing you.
Looks like the meat's off in the distance. Let's see. I guess it's time to take a
Council of Governors meeting our very own.
the Demog. Demog? I wish they had a different name for the new vehicle. See, we can go normal speed. Jump the rocks. How far is this meat? Getting close. Man, those rockets are just doing 50 damage. Sounds like something landed over here. There goes damn Bubba.
Put up a good fight, Bubba. Better than the UC anyway. That looks like a damn good piece of meat. If Harv can't make magic out of that, he's got no business carrying a wand.
It's fresh anyway. Never had a Ashta. Should be interesting.
Meat's meat at the end of the day. Slather it up in enough sauce and it'll be fine. But I best be heading back to town. I take it Harv wants me to eat this thing he's cooking up too.
Yep.
That sounds fancy. I'm gonna have to get all gussied up for this one. I got some errands to run, but you tell Harv not to serve that food until I'm at the table. See you there.
Will do. Man, it took me to a whole new cell. Looks like we gotta drive back. That or we go into planetary and just teleport back to Aquila City. And the way this thing drives reminds me of a Meaty Mako. Alright, who left a rock there? Come on, roll over. There we go. Alright, what is this here? Abandoned mining rig? Oh, the frames are dropping. See if we can get back to the ship. Alright, boost Philip. Apparently he likes to roll backwards. Let's see, do I have immobilizers on me? I'm not sure it's the mods I got or the update. I'm seeing a lot of frames starting to slow down when we get close to the city. I don't know. I got to test out, see.
Your gun holstered during your stay?
See who's better in first person.
We need to be smarter, better.
Alright. We got all the ingredients.
If you have the time, I wish to speak to you. My day is suddenly much improved. How about that?
Oh, nice uniform. He's ready to cook.
Ah, you're back. Did you get everything on the list?
Indeed.
Great. I had some issues with the stove, worn out burner element, but I replaced it and rewired the connection, good as new.
That's pretty impressive, able to fix things on the fly like that.
Well, I've always had the talent to be a handyman. Fixing stuff just comes easy to me. I spent so much time on the stove, I didn't have time to clean. Do you think you can help me while I cook?
Happy to help.
There's some boxes and wrappers scattered along the floor, and some mud that I might have tracked into the restroom. But it's not much, I promise. Now let's see. Oh, I have these notes on this thing, but my handwriting is atrocious. Oh, I just cut my hand. Not a good start. Why is this so much harder than I remember?
Come on, dude. You just barely started cooking. It sounds like you're having an existential crisis. Dude, his bathroom is huge for the small place he has to live. This thing could be a whole bedroom in itself. Looks like his couch could be turned into a futon. Anything else? Still says help clean his apartment.
This is looking amazing. Coming along better than this Vindaloo anyway. Oh, and if you don't mind, can you set up the rug? It's in the crate in the corner. The rug really ties the room together. I just need one more thing. Grab the plates off the counter and set the table.
You get a plate. You get a plate. You get a plate.
Okay, place is clean and table set. The Vindaloo is also just about ready.
Looks like you're ready to serve. Hope you ain't nervous. We should sample the food first, right? Wink, wink.
That was the plan originally, but honestly, there's no time. The guests should be coming any second now. My heart feels like a clump of sheets in a washing machine. Oh, and if you want to sneak a taste of the Vindaloo, I'll leave a sample on the counter.
Did I hear someone say Vindaloo?
It'll be good to hear what all the fuss is about.
Smells good.
Friends, have a seat. My home is your home. Tonight, we will be having Ashta Vindaloo paired with a Malbec wine, which Anandita has so graciously brought. I'm plating it now, and I will serve it shortly.
A spicy curry made
Well, I'm
with
holding
ashta
you to my
meat and
nanny's
various
standard, so you
aromatics.
better not disappoint. But if you do, I brought a second bottle, just in case.
Says -3
Have a
health
little faith in Harvey. He's a
for 1
talented
second.
I grew up on Vindaloo, and Harb hasn't touched a cookpot in years. My standards are high, and my expectations low.
Well, I appreciate the honesty.
I'm just ready to eat. Haven't had a bite all day.
Of course. I was just about to say, if everyone can be seated, the dish should be ready to serve. Even though I prepared it, since all of us contributed to this meal, in my mind, we cooked it all together.
Oh, I'm gonna have fun eating Bubba. I've been hunting that animal for years.
The ingredients I got are pretty high-end stuff, too.
And the wine, of course, is flawless.
Well, before you eat, I just want to thank all of you for coming and sharing in this adventure. 20 years ago, I decided to give up my dreams of becoming a chef to serve my community. Today, I hope to take my first step towards rediscovering that dream. Bon appetit.
Cheers!
Go home.
I don't even get a seat.
So, how is it? Please, be as frank and honest as possible.
I think mine might